with Fenton.
This hour in the mid-morning to connect. Sponsored by
Airtel Money. Transact and withdraw at your nearest Airtel Money branch at the best rates on the market. With you always.
Bajaj Street Tunes.
Omusirikale yasse munerwa mukazi. Tamukubya amanda pa 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 pa.
You know, sometimes we confuse you guys. You don't know whether it is this one or this one. So that was the struggle between the two of them.
Still also coming up in the stories today, abaana tebakyagala genda ku ssomero bavudde mu kiraasi ebibiina bikalu.
They have ditched,
you know,
they have ditched school for Uganda Matters celebrations on that. They have prayer requests. Some of them want to pray for wisdom. They want to pray for their parents. They want to pray for money for school fees. So the clergy, religious leaders are reacting to that.
Mu bitundu by'e Namugongo poliisi yakutte ababbi bakondo balunkupe asatu nga beeriisa kalungu. That and much more is coming up in the news that starts now.
Coming to you live from Plot 249, Gaba Road. Hot on the heels. Fast, reliable, and informative. Agagwira wo, gasokira wano, gatabanagafuna. Agagwira wo, 100.2 Galaxy FM.
This is what's happening in the country. We are live on our YouTube, Galaxy FM/TV. You subscribe, like, and drop a comment right there. Abana mbitundu by'e Namugongo mu bibiina tebaliimu. The classes are empty. Well, tomorrow is supposed to be a public holiday. But today they're supposed to be in class.
No, wait a minute. Before we even go that close or that far, kids had to trek kilometers, hundreds of kilometers from the village. Remember,
with their parents?
Yeah, pilgrims coming from Fort Portal, from different places, Tororo, Arua,
those ones from Fort Portal started moving like last year.
Now all of them,
because they know
the
their
problem,
they are slow.
You know that is the journey. That's how the trek is. So now the thing is, these kids have missed class for a number of days because they've had to trek those long distances to come. But of course, with the permission of their parents. Now there's mixed reactions because they're seeing many kids attending the Uganda Matters celebrations. Now religious leaders are saying these children should maybe find other days to come instead of being told to come.
Look at the pictures. I mean, look at them. It's the children that are carrying that.
There are many children, by the way.
Exactly.
There are so many.
But
also, I think they're trying to indoctrinate or maybe introduce the children to that kind of faith of trekking, so that in the next 10 years, we don't have nobody going to Namugongo.
It is very possible with this generation that is coming up.
Buli muzadde yenna buli muntu yenna ajja n'omwana ali wansi wa myaka 18 wano aba alina okubeera ng'ali safe.
Naze kusaba magezi kama nkuli njagala nkole ekirabo eky'amagezi mu Zzina essomero lyaffe lyonna ndisomeramu nalyo nze kulisabira.
Part of June is very hectic and the school term, so maybe they would concentrate on studies and after they come for their pilgrimage. So I would encourage the school children and teachers and those looking after them maybe to go for that option. I think the journey is a journey of faith and children are part of the faithful. Well, in faith at times they make a sacrifice. I think they're not away for many weeks and they may have planned with their parents. I am not the one to judge that, though I would have thought they would be at school and they express their faith in a different way.
Unless the child is done that, doing nothing, but there is no reason of getting the child from the school, then you make that child to walk like 10 days, 8 days without going to school.
Yeah. So still speaking about children in Namugongo, in 2019, the last time there was a mass gathering, about 110 children disappeared, got lost.
Did we follow up on whether they were found or they just...
By the end of the celebration, 80 were recovered. But then the remaining 30 kept being gotten slowly, and they were returned to their parents who had already left. So there has been tight security on behalf of kids because there are so many children now in Namugongo as I speak right now. So according to Caro Kashimererwa, she's the Kampala Metropolitan Commander. She's saying they have deployed about 30 people everywhere at the Namugongo Shrine and also the Anglican Shrine to handle these children.
And they've grabbed like 30 thugs so far.
Yeah, 30 thugs have been grabbed also in the process.
We have registered 10,734 pilgrims, that is Catholic Shrine, that is Catholics. And on the side of Protestant, we have so far received 830, and for the Mamure International Prayer, we have registered or received 29. I guarantee you that their security is, in place in the shrines. You can see that we have deployed all kind of security agencies.
Actually,
how many have been grabbed? 30.
Yeah, that bite is supposed to address the issue of the thugs who are being captured and how security is tightening their stance there at Namugongo, because yesterday about 30 thugs were captured yesterday evening. This is after many women were seen crying on the streets leading up to they were crying before border borders who are like authentic border borders. So these border guys got concerned and then decided to report the matter to the security at Namugongo, saying that there are people who are pretending to be border guys who are stealing bags, handbags and stuff from people, phones and all that. So security started deploying heavily and they were able to get those
I saw a very well-dressed guy yesterday in a grey jumper with a hoodie, like proper dressed. Grey jumper, skinny black jeans and white shoes. Like you wouldn't suspect that this guy could be a thug. Yeah. You know, yesterday around, I think around 6 p.m. there, Kajam covered the tight on this road. So this guy grabs a phone. Just the opposite to our gate. There was a wish on the other side of the road. Yeah. So guy had his mirror down, sloping polampola nenga nyegesimu. Guy grabbed the phone and walked and crossed the road. So the guy got out of the car and chased him. The guy ran and jumped on a bike. It was like a movie for me because it unfolded in front of my eyes.
What time was that?
Like around 6 p.m. there. Now people that were surrounding just laughed at him.
Can you imagine?
Because they told him, how can you be in your car when your mirror is down and you holding a phone? Meanwhile, the guy, if I show you the picture of the guy, I wish I had taken a picture. Yeah. You know these young, good-looking...
Hey, the smart ones. Oh, but then there's something a bit weird about them now, the hooded jumper.
And meanwhile...
Because the hooded jumper, of course, if he puts on that hood, it kind of covers his identity somehow.
The way the border was standing, it's like the border guy was waiting for him. Hey. Because the book is pew. Najukobemo. Pew, pew, pew. Sweet. The girl was like, whoa,
we are not safe, if at 6 p.m. Anyway, but
6 p.m.
It happens. It happens.
Here, in traffic. I saw it with my naked eyes.
It does happen.
This is Galaxy FM 100.2. 12 minutes. There's a driver, a school driver in Mukono who is reportedly knocked a child dead and has denied the incident.
Yeah. A school driver attached to Seta Junior. This morning
he was driving a school car.
He was driving a school van and went to pick up kids. So after picking up a few kids, he was trying to reverse in someone's compound. There were about 3 minors. There were I think about 3 years and below who were playing in their compound. So as this guy was trying to reverse the car, he knocked one of the kids and hurt the kid on the head and the left part of the body. So in the process, the other kids screamed for help, and that's how neighbors came out. So when neighbors came out, they got the kid immediately. While this guy was setting off, they got the kid and took the kid to hospital, but unfortunately the child died. So they rushed to the school and claimed that, some people have witnessed this driver reversing and knocking this child. So we want to meet the school administration to be able to sort this matter out. So the driver comes out
and
is
dead already.
The kid is dead. The driver refused. He said, I am not the one who is responsible for knocking that kid. I reversed my car properly and I set off.
And those
allegations are not true because I did not. So the driver has denied meanwhile.
So how does that case go now? What happens? He has denied. He's saying, I'm not guilty. There's no camera. There's no evidence. Yeah. People are it's word of mouth. What would you do?
So the case has gone to police is trying to investigate because they are contradicting statements. There are neighbors who are claiming they saw the driver knock down, and the driver is saying, I did not knock down this child. So the police is still investigating. Meanwhile, the parents are stuck at the school gate there at Seta Junior, and they're saying they want to meet with the school administration and see how they can resolve the matter.
But resolve what? The child is already dead.
No, it's compensation maybe, because if the child has been knocked in that way, maybe they might require some sort of compensation.
Away from that, abasawo abali mu kibiina kya allied health workers, they've called off their strike.
They were the only ones remaining, by the way. 30,000 health workers.
The others are back to business as usual.
The nurses gave in to the pressure on Monday, and it was the allied health workers who had refused. They said, for us, no, we are not going to, despite threats from government.
Why have they called
They
it
have
a
said
strike?
they have been having engagements with the Ministry of Public Service and Ministry of Health, who are their direct employers, and they have resolved to call down their strike because they have been promised that they will not be left out. As per their negotiations, they will not be left out in this next budget reading. They will also be catered for, just like the doctors, just like the nurses and midwives. Similarly, they'll also be handled. So they have said, let us also wait. Now they are back to work.
Nga tumaliriza ensonga z'omukwano zo zitabuse zengedde tutabukira ddala omusirikale akubye munne amasasi lwa mukwano lwa mukyala lwa mukazi lwa maanyi g'akantu ako ke bayita love.
Man, the things people do for love.
I know.
Now, these are two soldiers. One is attached to the UPDF 29 battalion. He's called James Omeri Kamerendi. Yeah, and the other is Private Lawrence Bwire. Now, Kamerendi shot dead Bwire. This is in Ruizi. According to Samson Kasasira, is a Ruizi regional spokesperson. He says that these soldiers have been at loggerheads over this chick. She's a maid working in someone's house called, one person has only been identified as Tumuhimbise.
Yes.
But the girl works as a housemaid there. And she has been confusing both of them. I think she's been double dating. So
she's been working as a maid.
She's like a maid, Mambi. But, you know, she has her boyfriends there. So these guys have been, you know, each of them thinks that they are serious with her. This one comes and proposes marriage. The other one also is giving this. So they had a confrontation with each other. And they all claimed that the woman is theirs. So in the process, Kameredi shot at his friend and killed him in the process.
Isn't that stupidity?
I don't know. You tell me.
It is. Like, really, it is.
Would you punch someone for a woman? Like, would you go and punch a guy and say...
If you're my girlfriend, and maybe Little Joe approaches you, I don't have a problem with Little Joe.
No, leave alone approaching. Approaching is different.
Okay,
but
if you're playing me and Little Joe,
yeah, exactly.
I don't have a problem with Little Joe. He's a man. He's entitled. I know Kukwana. You as
you're
my
just
woman.
Saying,
if you're not, why would I go? You think it hasn't happened
I'm
before?
not saying killing. I'm saying, would you punch another guy?
I wouldn't.
You
would have a conversation with you, and then if you're not comfortable with me, then I bounce. Because
so
if
you
were...
dump the chick?
Yeah, I do.
If you knew another guy was... You wouldn't fight for her?
No, why?
You wouldn't fight
why
the other
would
guy?
I?
You wouldn't confront the other guy and say, you
even
guy,
if,
leave my woman.
Even if we have a village of children together, I don't fight for you.
You're just saying.
No, I'm telling you the truth.
Hey.
It is your decision to make. Or uli mukazi, or you know kwani. But by the fact that you can think about being with another man, it means I'm not fulfilling my duties as a man. I'm not providing for you enough. I'm not giving you enough comfort. I'm not protecting you. There's something lacking there.
Maybe I just want you to fight for me because I want you to know that.
Then you accept and go and sleep with another man in the.
Hey.
I'm not going to fight for you.
This is 100.2 Galaxy FM. Zzina.